You hear about the contract? The Raven Watch is dedicated. Hey, I was doing stuff before you showed up. Look, some vampires and werewolves have formed a new Grey Host. One of their original ruling counselors may be leading them, and they seem to be experimenting with life energy. Will you help me? Everything I learned up to now, my research has uncovered pieces, but I hope the scholar... My research indicates a council ruled the Grey Host. One of those leaders fell out of favor and another survived the final battle. A Durrani noble with connections to Viridian Watch gave this... In the ancient past, probably, but nothing that... I suppose you would... Not nearly enough, and we're stretched pretty... I'm hoping a scholar of... The priests have this old... Exactly. We need practical facts.
There you are, Bessie. Come to the harbor.
Yes, my vision dream speaks true. You are the one my mistress seeks.
You are safe. Good fortune. Despite many days of meditating and scrying, Sai Sahan's whereabouts still elude me. The projection... Though Sai remains hidden from my sight, Lyris brings news that an agent of the enemy lurks in Daggerfall. Fear... If it is truly an agent of Menamarco's worm cult, it may provide us with a clue that will hasten our search. Seek this. Venture to Daggerfall. Speak to Old Maid Maxell and Husnia the mercenary. It was on their lips that Lyris first heard murmurs of trouble lurking in the shadows.
You're new to Daggerfall, aren't you? I know everyone in town. I don't like to gossip, but there's been an Imperial vagrant nosing around for the past few weeks. Suspicious-looking fellow. I actually saw him picking through the trash outside the castle a few weeks ago. I'm sorry, but I am not in the habit of ogling strange men.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I've been muted this whole time. Ay.
Who's this now? I bet you've got a present company excluded. Well, there was a dodgy-looking Imperial hanging out in a doorway near Southgate Alley this morning. He was eyeballing everyone who happened by. Seemed like a cut-purse looking for... Sorry, that's all I've got. I'd be...
Nothing to
The ship's new crew will work out.
you trespass here?
What is the meaning of this interruption? Why have you contacted me? This is Abner Tharn. The Master and I are very busy. This had better be important. Yes, your report, you insipid twit. What, did you contact me by accident? How dare you speak to me in such a... Wait. You're not one of ours, are you? Color me intrigued. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you contact me? Fascinating. Are you indeed? I didn't think that Redguard has-been had a single friend left. Not in this world, at any rate. Let me give you some... Of course I do. But do you really think I'd tell you and risk incurring Menemarco's wrath? I think not.
You! Get away from that!
You've returned. What have you found? Abnathan shows his face again. I get the sense that he might have a larger part.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk. I heard you and the Prophet talking about Abner Tharn.
Yo, Pokeballer Mike, how we doing?
Didn't the Prophet tell you the story of the 5 companions? I don't know where to start. There's so much to tell. We were chosen by Emperor Varen to join him on a quest to recover a lost artifact called the Amulet of Kings. The 5 included Varen, myself. You only know him as the man who killed you and stole your soul. But back then, he was Emperor Varen's. Varen wasn't a true Dragonborn Emperor. He didn't share Alessia's bloodline. Manamarco said the amulet could change all that. He said he could use it to perform. It took us more than 2 years, but we finally recovered the amulet and returned to Cyrodiil to perform the ritual. Manamarco set us up. The ritual caused a violent Manamarco convinced the Elder Council to recognize Abner Tharn's daughter Clivia as Empress Regent. But Manamarco was the true power behind the throne. Saisahan and I went into hiding. Abner Tharn is Grand Chancellor of the Elder Council, and Chief Advisor to his daughter, the Empress Regent. He is also... Tharn's first loyalty is to his family and the Empire. And he's a ruthless bastard when it comes to defending them. Maybe. But what could we offer him? He's already got more gold than the gods themselves. We were chosen by... You only know him as the man. I know it's a lot to take in. We'll talk more later. Anything else? I know it's a lot to take in.
fog has lifted, Vestige. The path before us has been relieved. It is both dark and twisted. Come to the harborage. We have an unexpected guest who demands your presence.
Bro, I can barely walk away from this place before I get drawn back to my dude. Give me 2 seconds to do another quest.
We have an unexpected... My attempts to use the Orb of Discourse to locate Saisahan did not meet with success, so I decided to try... He admits that he knows Saisahan's location.
Bruh.
We meet again, Vestige. Manimarco and his vile master have dark and terrible plans for this world. Of course I do. And I might be... If Manimarco learns that we've spoken, he'll have me executed. I'm a danger to him, I know too. Do I look to be in a mirthful mood? There comes a point when even a patriot's loyalty is stretched too far, when the thing would that I could. As it happens, I find myself to be somewhat of a prisoner, in dire need of rescue. My proposal is you can't. And you'd be a fool to trust me completely. But the facts remain, you need me if you wish to find Saisahan.
Tharn is quite correct. We have little choice in the matter.
You can't be serious. How can
I hope Lyra comes with me. It's nice fighting with the NPC.
As luck would have it, Manimarco is away on some errand for the Daedric Prince. The castle garrison is not on alert, so you should only encounter a... You're the hero.
What a skeever. Improvise. Subtlety and stealth. Try to be inconspicuous.
Farmazar wishes he had his wares. Even feet first. That is the fastest way in. Ask Cadwell. That crazy...
Why am I not surprised to find Cadwell here? He certainly does get around.
Doing here? Intruders!
Move now!
Doing here? Intruders!
died and then suddenly...
What are you doing here? Intruders!
Oh shit.
Intruders!
I say, jolly good. Wherever the forces of Tiberius got us, why? I see.
That might be our best chance to get inside.
Hang on, guys, I'm looking something up real quick. Okay, guys, hang on. Okay, hang on.
You keep up nicely. I can't... This whole bloody castle sits on top of an ocean of unstable oblivion. Well, most of the doors in here are sealed with pressure from that steam. It's all rather complicated, but in a nut... Well, I can handle the tinkering, but you'll have to keep... Onward! Ha-ha! Don't worry, this will get you inside with a minimum of fuss. One more after this one. Should do it. There you are. Quick as you... A pleasure, think nothing of it. The merest trifle, truly. You'll find this Tharn fellow at the top. I understand the King of Worms has set him to the task of inspecting the soul gems that find their way in. Indeed? Well,
Sir Cadwell came through again. That crazy night is starting to grow on me.
Oh no, hear me out. How many Tharns does it take to rule an empire?
Shut up. I'm trying to work here.
You, hurry up. The worms are on the move. There you are. I was beginning to... The door at the top of the tower has sealed with a warded barrier. I've seen the worms use similar... Here's a thought. The flesh atronachs that patrol the castle halls are assembled in a laboratory very close to the warded door. If you created your own atronach... It's a simple process. A child of 5 could do it. Unfortunately, we don't have a child of 5, so I'll be forced to...
It's freezing in here. At least that means the body parts won't smell as bad. Going near the city butcher for a while, I'll tell you that much. I can't imagine how the worms get used to this. It takes a lot to make me ill, but this is getting there.
Not very big, is it? Oh well. Now, cast the ritual from the book. We'll make a necromancer of you yet. You're not far now. Through the door and to the summit. Begone, insufferable worms. I'm working as fast as I can.
There he is. Looks like they've got him under guard.
So, we meet in person at long last. And not a moment too soon. If I had to... A fair question. I know things. Things that can help you. Here's a bit to whet your... The Amulet of Kings is the key to everything. Why do you think he kidnapped Simon? Precisely. With the amulet at his command, Manimarco believes he can... I'd love to discuss this further, but this is hardly the place. Get me to a safe haven and I will...
Now, Thar. No telling my secrets. Go to your room, Abner. I will deal with you shortly. Ah, dear Lyris. Your old position at the Foundry is still available. We'll even give you your own set of unbreakable chains. And you, the thorn in my side, the pebble in my shoe. How strong are you? Shall we test your limits? Infuriating. The process drains the energy from most victims, yet you keep fighting! Your strength surprises me. But how much more can you take, I wonder?
dare attack the Chancellor of the Elder Council? His power wanes, Vestige. Strike him down while his attentions are on me.
How dare you betray me, Zahn? Suffering will be legendary.
He will not remain, because Manimarco has delusions of godhood. He cares nothing for the Empire. He seeks only power. First things first, we certainly can't go back the way you came in. I'd imagine they're swarming the grounds.
You must be the ugliest princess ever rescued from a tower, Tharn.
I'm shocked your lack of education and repeated blows to the head haven't dulled your wit, Titanborn.
Hello again. Need a way out? I'll have that open in just a moment. Arcade preservers. Well, it's what I do, quite honestly. Come with you? You mean leave Cold Harbor? Well, that's... Into the chute, come on.
Quickly! I've opened another portal. Hurry!
My estates, my titles, my own life. It's all for... Of course. I am Abner Tharn. It will take more... Ah, yes. Truth be told, I don't know the precise look. Now, before you lose your temper, let me clarify.
What? You son of a bitch!
Ah! Are you insane? Get away from me, you brutish she-troll!
Lyris, stand down.
He's done nothing but lie to us from the beginning. I don't care what he says. He'll always be Manimarco's toady.
Please. Manimarco wants me dead. Did I pretend to capitulate to him? Yes, I did. Do you have any idea how many lives I saved by doing so?
The only thing you saved was your holdings in your own hide, you pompous ass!
Enough! Abner had no choice, Lyris. And we are guilty of our own deceit, are we not? The time has come for the Vestige to know the truth.
What's this? The Vestige doesn't know? Oh, this is rich.
Sire, don't.
Vestige, until now, you've only known me as the Prophet. But that is not my true name. I am Varen Aquilarius.
Our fallen emperor, in the tattered robes of a moth priest, blind as a newborn kitten.
I am sorry I deceived you, Vestige.
You're angry. It is to be expected.
I was once, but no more.
My name. In truth, I feared you'd kill me where I stood if you knew who I was. You certainly wouldn't. You must not blame Lyris. She did as I instructed. She's my sworn protector. But she is also... We must find Saisahan. In this matter, nothing. Abner and I must confer. We will contact you again when we have more...
Bruh. Yo, Trainer, how we doing?
You! Thorn wants to speak to you. Go to the Daggerfall Mages Guild. Quick, quick!
Hear ye! Travel through the woods of Daenia is highly discouraged at the present time. An unknown corruption has agitated...
It's following the wrong quest this whole time.
We have much to discuss, you and I.
Ah, excellent. You got my message. Apparently that little creature isn't completely useless. Banekin can be such chill. I can't be strutting around the city wearing my imperial regalia, can I? Your concern about my fashion sense? By now, it should be clear your prophet emperor brought these catastrophic... Granted, Menimarco can be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to. You saved Varen's life when you rescued him in Cold Harbor. In return, he lied to you about his true identity and his part in causing... Varen wants to assemble a new group of companions in the vein of the original five. Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls. In the chaos following the Soul Burst, Sahan stole the Amulet of King. He was captured by Menimarco's agents and taken into an Menimarco keeps his most secret documents at Norvalk, a hidden lair. Travel to Stormhaven's eastern reaches and look for the Norvalk ruins. If I can endure Titanborn's... Well, if you must pry. I am Chancellor to the Elder Council and Overlord of Nibene. But of all my politicians, a grossly inadequate word to there's... Don't sound so smug about Clivia. She is comfortably lodged in Menimarco's pocket, along with my nephew, Jabard. I doubt they've given my disappearance a second thought. Ah.
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you.
There's always more to do.
You are ready?
Well?
So we are traveling to an entirely new place for this quest now.
I've got a lot to do here.
Please, anyone. The Countess needs help.
It's about time. Let's get started.
King of Worms? I can and I shall. Where is the Amulet of Kings?
You cannot break the will of a son of Yakuda. I spit on you.
So, Saisahan is alive and he has not been broken. An important piece of the puzzle to be sure, but where is he being kept?
Chimel Adabar, the Amulet of the Kings of Glory, an artifact of the Divines, a badge of office for the ruling emperors of Cyrodiil, and the key to my ascendancy. Yet it eludes me. Exploiting its power to bring about the calamity of our age was intoxicating. It made me aware of the limitless possibilities available to one strong enough and fearless enough to use it to achieve his own ends. The amulet has the power to create or destroy, but it also has the power to undo the damage caused by the soul burst, to mend the tear in the barrier between Nirn and oblivion. I must recover it before some fool fixes that which must remain broken.
He knows of our plan to use the amulet to set things right. We must rescue Saisahan before he can be broken.
Red Guard's iron will cannot be overcome with standard interrogation techniques. Physical tortures appear to be useless. I have therefore instructed the Daedra to move Sai Sahan into the Halls of Torment. The Duchess will be most pleased to have a new guest. His flesh is strong, but perhaps her tortures of the mind will break him. I have come too far to allow this upstart sword master to thwart my plans. I will find the amulet, one way or another.
This is the information we've been looking for. At last. Oh yes. It's Cold Harbor's most nefarious prison. The Daedra in the halls of... It's an effective tactic. The Daedra mock our emotional attachments and the memories that form our sense of self. Daedra have no use? Of course I can. I am Abnathan. But first, I have a bit more research to do. Go back to the Harbridge and tell Varen what we've discovered. I'll meet you there once I've made them.
What is it?
It's not a good day to travel.
Well?
I heard that Dominion soldiers have landed at Farwatch. Can you tell me anything else?
Cooper, you're being very rude right now. Track can hear you.
An unexpected visit. What brings you back? At last! Where can he be? Well done. I will begin searching. I was going to say that a river flows and we are slaves to its current. But I am done with riddles. When Tarn returns, we will combine our resources. We will find a path to these halls of torment sooner. We will rescue Sisa. When Tarn returns, we will...
Okay. I will be right back, guys. We're gonna take just a quick little break.
We'll find Saisahan.
Traveler,
Message.
a moment of your
Meet me at the
time.
harborage.
Honor and faith, wayfarer. Late
Put a cork in it, Tharn. Sai's my friend. Probably the best friend I have. If the vestige is going, I'm going too.
Yes, I see. And you are the most qualified. Why? Is it your superior knowledge of Cold Harbor? Your expertise?
The time has come for another foray into... Indeed, Abnathan and I have been meditating, scrying, and poring over Manamako's notes. And at long last, we've discovered the location of the Halls of Torment. Our friend has suffered unimaginable and unending torment for nearly 2 years. Far longer than any mortal man should endure. We have been able to determine the precise area of the halls where Sai is being held. Lyris and Abner have both agreed to accompany you, but I fear their mutual enmity will complicate.
What's wrong? What did Varen... Then your choice is clear. I've known Saisahan longer than anyone. I should be the one to go. It's your decision. Just...
You look perplexed. Did he? What surprisingly good advice. Titanborn and I are more likely to kill each other than we are to help. The choice is yours. But I recommend choosing brains over brawn. I have valuable knowledge.
What's wrong? Then your choice is... Thank you.
Go with Lyris. Save Saisahan from the Halls of Torment.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Tharn's voice. What is he doing here?
Where is the Amulet of Kings? Tell me, or I'll gut you like a fish with your own sword. Slice them to ribbons!
How touching. Your friends are here to save you. Pity they arrived too late. It's time for your next round of torture. You'll enjoy this one.
Sai was right there. We had... Tharn was always mocking Sai, making jokes at his expense. Sai never responded, but I know it hurt him deeply. The Sword Singers are legendary. They were a group of Red Guard sword masters, wiped out in the First Era by the Yokudan Emperor Hira. Sahan spent years trying to resurrect, and it took on Tharn's appearance because he was a familiar rival that Sai secretly despised. Imagine.
We appear to have some unwanted visitors in the halls of torment. Let's make them feel welcome. Your friend always had the opportunity to free himself. All he needs to do is reveal the location of the amulet of Kings, and you can all be on your merry way. Enjoy your visit. You'll never leave the hall.
Just tell me where the amulet is and we can be together forever, Sai. Isn't that what you want?
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Where's the amulet? If you tell me, this will all be over. And we can finally be together. They're after the amulet. Don't worry, my love. My sisters will deal with these pests. She seems to be drawing power from those stones. Destroy them, quickly! If I can't give you my heart, I'll give you theirs. Fresh and still thinking. Why does she look like me? don't understand.
From the side!
I'll deal with them. You'll be safe here, my love. Time to feast!
Too late. Once again. Come, my pet. Time for your next step.
Vestige, hold a moment. When I get my hands on Manamarco, I'm gonna slice that tree. How should I know? Sai and I are friends. Good friends. What? No! Our friendship is based on honor and loyalty. I'll show her anguish when I bury her.
We don't get many visitors in the halls of torment, but there's always room for a few more permanent residents. Such tenacity, such ambition, such bravery. Such a pity we're going to skin you alive and feast on your intestines. Fools! Time is meaningless in the halls of torment. Whether it takes a day or 1,000 years, Sai-Sahan will be broken.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
There is the Amulet of Kings. This can all be over if you just tell me. You can finally rest. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Sai?
Have I been here 2 years? Or 2,000 years? I no longer tell.
Who dares to defy the Duchess of Anguish?
Never.
I will tear out your heart and make you feast upon it. What death do you prefer, mortal? Slow and painful or quick and painful? I think I'll kill you quickly, then resurrect you and kill you slowly. An eternity of agony. It will be glorious.
Sai is in pain. Release his bonds, quickly.
I do not know you. The Emperor? He lives? They tortured me for many months. Years, but my strength is returned.
You have done it, Vestige. Bring him through the portal quickly. Saisahan lives. You've outdone yourself, Vestige. The minds of some men can endure hardships far greater. We must recover the Amulet of Kings, but only when Saisahan has had time. Sai locked the amulet away in the ruins of San Kotor and entrusted the key to one of his close associates.
I owe you my life. My lord, stranger still. My people say that bravery and honor are the hallmarks of a great... I cannot say. Physically, I am unharmed. I hid the amulet in a sacred catacomb protected by magical wards. The means of lifting these wards are in the keeping of my old... I will try to rest. The path ahead of us is a dark one, but it...
Honor and faith, Wayfarer. I do not have all the details. Dragons. Blade Master Kasura teaches the ways of the ancient Yokudan sword saints at the Abbey of Blades. Blade Master Kasura.
Work builds character, they say.
Ah, there you are. Come. We must talk.
Honor and faith to you, my friend. We are nearly ready to depart. An old friend, Kasura, dwells there. She was my first mentor and in swordsmanship, but much more than...
I'll open a portal to hasten your journey.
Do you smell the scent of burning embers in the air? The Abbey is just down the path. We're fortunate that my Lord Varen opened the portal. I cannot say. I've never known these mountains to exist. It is tradition for Redguard men to shave their heads, following a time of great trials. I shaved mine long ago. There is an old Redguard proverb. A man is only as great as the beard that wears him. Oh, a few have tried, but a fool and his fingers are quickly parted. The Abbey is just down the path. Do you smell the scent of the Abbey is just... I cannot say. It is strange to return to these mountains. Memories of youth flood my mind. What is this? The Abbey burns! Quickly, we must find Kasura!
So much destruction. What could have done this?
I'm afraid I've seen this before. Keep an eye skyward, Titanborn.
Kasura! Kasura, are you injured? What happened?
Saisahan. Intruders. Cultists. They attacked the Abbey. So many of my students have fallen.
The Abbey is in ruins, Kasura. How could they?
Gigantic beast. Like nothing I've ever seen. Cultists. They're opening rifts to oblivion.
Save your strength, Kasura. We will make them pay. I promise you.
What do you think? Trap?
It's only a trap if you don't know about it. I assume everything is a trap.
In the name of Molag Bal, come forth and destroy his enemies! Heed me, Daedric minions, and obey! Ghosts of Oblivion, come forth and feast. Sai-Sahan and company at last. My pet has been waiting for you.
Eye skyward! Here it comes!
How many more of your friends must die, Sai-Sahan? Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Sai, the Titan returns!
Eye skyward! Here it comes!
Sai, the Titan returns!
Eye skyward! Here it comes!
Well fought. My injuries are not serious. What are a few more scars to an old warrior? Scars have the virtue of reminding us that I did not find the Ring of Stendarr's mercy, but now that the King of Worms knows you are here. Indeed, atop the eastern stair is the secret entrance to the ancestral. Follow me. The hidden entrance will not be obvious.
Why would a crypt need a secret entrance?
It's a wonder there's an unplundered crypt in all of Skyrim. You Nords could learn a thing or two from the builders of Hammerfell.
Perhaps Hammerfell could also teach Nibene the virtue of good manners.
Here we are. Watch your step as you descend.
I can feel the presence of my ancestors whenever I come here. I am burdened with a great along with some of the most renowned sword singers who ever lived. We both thought it would be well protected in the Valley of Blades. The most gifted young swordsmasters of Hammerfell are invited to train. I cannot say. Perhaps someone told him of my past. And I shall need a proper... Tread lightly. Few living have been permitted to walk among these honored dead. By the sword of my father, Nazir
The ring is yours. Guard it well, thank you. But I cannot leave the Valley of Blades.
Liberation of Tamriel from the tyranny of the god of schemes, Morlod Ball.
Give it to me.
Your presence defiles this place, Marco.
Give me the ring, and I might spare your pathetic lives.
We struck down your Titan, and we'll strike you down soon enough.
The Titan was a prelude of what's to come if you continue to defy me.
Defy you? Your delusions of godhood are laughable, you ignominious corpse herder.
Very well, then. I'll simply take the ring from your corpses.
Blasphemy! How dare you raise the honored dead to fight your battle?
Look out! He's raising lava!
The next time you hide something from the most powerful necromancer in all of Tamriel, you might reconsider hiding it in a bloody tomb.
Get the ring! Rest in peace, honored dead. The ring is ours for the time. You must return to the harborage and give it to Lord Varen. It will remain safe. Lord Varen has been observing our progress. He will open the...
In my mind's eye, I witnessed your battle with the worm cult, and with the undead. I witnessed the Titan's assault, and sensed the deaths of many innocents. It is a great and terrible loss. Saisahan and the others... In my mind's eye, I witnessed a Titan's assault.
I've got a lot to do here.
If you want a horse, then we have something to talk about. If you... If you want a horse, then...
Vestige, meet me at the harborage. We are ready to reclaim the Amulet of Kings.
I've got a lot to do here.
And so we've come full circle. I led the original 5 companions on a quest, perhaps, but I wonder, will history repeat itself or rewrite itself? In truth, I fear you. It was a holy city in the First Era, founded by Queen Alessia herself. It has since fallen into crumbling ruins. It is in the mountains of Calovia, the land of my youth. But I have little memory of that time. My exposure to the Elder Scrolls stole much of the man I once was.
The time has come for us to... I have been through much. My Lord Varen will open a gateway to Sancretor. The catacombs contain 2 shrines dedicated to the Divines. We must consecrate them in Stendarr's name. When that is done, it is written that Alessia received the divine inspiration for her slave rebellion at Sancretor, and so built her holy city there. We should avoid the Crypt of Heroes. I saw enough angry dead there to fill 9 lifetimes. Kasura and I barely escaped. The catacombs contain 2 shrines.
The portal is open. Go now. Return with the Amulet of Kings.
You could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up,
Shut up,
Tharn.
Tharn.
What brings you to Sancretor, old friend? Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Marco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every movement?
Sai, no! Minimarco, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Molag Bal, demands it!
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bal.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines!
You mean your ward of Stendar, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
Minimarco has been watching our every move. Minimarco made. We must make our way.
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Red Guard. We are like mountain bamboo. Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place where the dead are restless and angry.
Persistent, aren't you? Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the amulet?
The Amulet of Kings is under the protection of Stendar's ward. It will never be yours.
Ah, Sai. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendar. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem. In time, the name Molag Bal will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Minimarco.
like him even less as a god. Please, a moment, my friends. I must rest before we continue.
Sai, are you all right? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods, I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
Zed's tears. I have pushed my body much further than this. It is my mind that pains me. Manamarkov, that voice. Manamarkos, I will make it through this, we must concentrate. The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I have a surprise for you, Sai. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Dragon Tower? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
Again, the worms defiles the memory of the honored dead. I have no wish to disfigure the corpses of my old comrades of the Dragon Tower. We must consecrate the shrine.
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. A puzzle of sorts. The altar is on the far side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
them!
These consecrations beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the Vault of Kings.
Dank corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must
You mean
feel
a
very
crypt
much like
filled
home
with
to
the rotting
you,
corpses of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
Your pathetic efforts will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
I swear by Stendar's grace and the sword of my father, you will not win, Manamarco.
Soon, you will know the extent of my power and bow before me. Through the power of the Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Manimarco as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Manimarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
By all means, my old friends. Try and stop me.
The shrines have been consecrated in Stendar's name. Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring at the doors. Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
Miserable fools. You are nothing. I am Manimarco!
Keep Manimarco occupied. I'll close the portal.
Minions, arise! Obey me!
I will hold them at the portal. Focus on Manimarco.
I grow tired of these games.
He's weakening! Don't stop now!
Do you really think that death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known? This is merely a transition. My first step towards true immortality. Now witness my true power! Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood!
You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion to serve as a warning to others.
It is done. Manimarco will pay dearly for the rest of eternity. One cannot out-scheme the goddess. Sai-Sahan must rest, as must we all. We can sleep a little easier knowing the King of Worms has been defeated, but we cannot rest too long. Mola, I've not forgotten Vestige. It is another piece of the puzzle, and we shall address it in due time. But for now... companions assemble once more. Travel to the harborage. It is time for our final preparations. Welcome back, Vestige. As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath. That is the grim truth of the matter. But the Amulet of King... In my sleep, I hear his tormented screams, and Molag Bal forces visions of his eternal torturing. Behold the fate of the King of Worms.
Please, no more! It was a misunderstanding, Great One! Let me serve you! Let me prove my loyalty! No more, I beg of you!
Manamako's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set an example. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayers. I cannot help but pity him, despite all he has done. But this is not why you were called here, Vestige. Come, Saisahan will speak with you first.
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Divad, tells us that it is you, my friend. You are the link. I will not... When Emperor Varen first brought the five companions failed. Betrayed from within. We want you to join us as our fifth member. You were the champ. My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Saisahan. We are equals.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade, only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we four have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth and loyalty and justice. I, Saisahan, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the five companions to be reforged this day. By the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorcan, may our blade of fellowship be forged anew. And may the Vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip, that we may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Saisahan is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play
united once more. The five companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the god of schemes.
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go. It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father... I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molag Bal. Bloody business, War. There was a time that I loved my axe for its sharpness and my armor for its sheen, but no more. Today, me? I don't know. Maybe what? No! Can you imagine it? Lyra's Titan-born shepherd, farmer, housewife? I need to be out in the wind and wild. And if I ever find my life mate, you never get used to it. Oh, lots of things. It's been a long road, hasn't it? I've been thinking, where do you see yourself going after all of this bloody business? Me? What? No! Can you imagine it? You never get used to it. Oh, lots of things. One last thing. You like mead? Never? Mead is the... Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention. Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it, son. The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field. I suppose it is. But that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length. First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on it. Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bal. I know more about the Daedra than any man or mer alive. For good or ill, my family has always kept ties with the forces of oblivion. With the amulet in our possession, we may be able to wound him severely, and in the process force... The ritual we performed with the Amulet of Kings caused the soul burst and damaged the veil between worlds. Only if we use it here on Nirn. But if we were to travel to Cold Harbor, we might be able to... Calling upon the power of the amulet in this manner will consume someone's soul, utterly. One cannot channel the power of the gods without paying such a price. More specifically, one of our 3 companions. I suspect that's one. Of course it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the 5 will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the vestige arrived. And I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
Are you kidding me? I've been muted this entire time. Oh, shit.
Because of my hubris, I shall be the... Vestige, come here. I have some final words for you.
Been muted
It
this
appears we have
entire
come full
time.
circle,
Oh,
Vestige.
shit.
That millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. As Thaun has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate
Cooper,
Cold Harbor.
shush.
You must be part of them. The chains that anchor us to... When the plane meld has been thwarted and the dust has settled, the 5 companions will gather one last time.
The torque is full my ass. Cooper, enough.
Are you prepared? When the plane meld has been...
So, going toe-to-toe?
Fine. Be about your business. I shall be in Wayrest, waiting for you.
No charge to have a look.
Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done here.
We still have room if you...
Well? Another distraction.
Over here, Initiate.
Greetings. I am Yes. It's high time Tamriel was free of Molongbal's grip. The anchors... I want you to meet with Copper Daria, leader of the Ring of Daggers. She'll be at the Mages Guild in Dagger...
Well?
What's this?
Over here! We have much to discuss, you and I.
About time you got. Name's Daria, but my friends call me Copper. I head up the Ring of Daggers. I'll eat sand before I give orders to the king's right hand. You want to help Von? Really? Zet's tears, you're as crazy as he is. I better get to work then. So, what's the bet?
100 gold says there's an attempt on our lives within the week.
That's a sucker bet. The hidden armigers have hit us at least once a week for the past 3 months.
All right. 300 says that when the Dominion spies contact us, it'll be Cariel, not Razumdar.
Cariel? That wench knows better than to show.
You must be here to learn the craft, yes? Crafting. I'm authorized to train and certify provisionals, alchemists, and certainly food and drink. Anything that warms the belly, reinvigorating body and mind. Potions of all kinds. Glyphs to empower weapons, armor, and food and drink. Good. We should... There is much more I can teach you. A provisioner. Provisioning is a reward. Yes, I hope you... I keep an old... Provisioners are quite secretive, but all is fair. Should coin be of no issue to you, guilds often sell such.
Ah, yes, that's just in line with the third law of arcanodynamics. Excellent.
Thank you for coming so quickly, champion. I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces, and if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see... The war in Cyrodiil has... You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance. I found that's all I am.
Watch yourselves, outsiders. Give us a good reason and the armigers will cut you down where you stand.
We'll burn you.
And shatter you.
Any questions? I didn't think so.
Silence, Thrush. Master Galarian, please continue.
My companion hopes to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
I have heard tales of this one. The Skull King favors the bold, even among his enemies. Come, champion, let us speak. I will stay your execution since you came all this way. But yes, well, I am both suspicious and curious. If you are an assassin, though, to fear death is to fear who? The three alliances? Has magical travel rattled your brain? Speak, where the All Flags army was born. If the other leaders agree.
That went well, I think. Shall we move on? Elden Root. Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk. Varnus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, well spoken and point taken. To be perfect, a true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples. Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion, and you need all three of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting. A bold suggestion.
I didn't think it... We have much...
Tell the lovely Copper Maria that this one looks forward to seeing her live figure in her...
All three leaders have agreed to join us on... Individually, the leaders are rational. Everything's been prepared. Then, with your permission, I'll open the portal to Stirk.
The word has been given.
A moment, please. I'll wait for you on the other side.
Our representative, Captain Alfari, is in charge of security on Stirk. He assures us that all is well.
Welcome to the island. I'm told that I don't envy two kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I Look! It's Lady Laurent!
Careful with that, you clumsy fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
Vanus Galarian as I live and breathe. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant.
Stibbins turned back to
Stibbins!
normal.
Haven't you finished tying those bags? I don't care who you are.
Farewell, milady. We must dash.
I don't care who you are.
The summit. Wonderful. It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Varnus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day. The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse?
A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial city.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the ruby throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
This is going about as well as... Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. An interesting idea.
Intractable fools.
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They're willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral.
This meeting feels like two wolves and a sheep discussing... That's more than I'm getting from them. What? I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few. And all right then, I'll agree.
Your king needs to stop talking out of the side of his mouth. He has a lot of Dominion blood on his hands. Is there? Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against. Nor do I, but I'll agree to nothing until I've conferred with my advisors.
I really need to get the persuade skill. I need to see how I get that skill.
Save your breath. What about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will... Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance. Perhaps. But
Any luck? I hope they come to their sense with very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement... I have an ill feel.
He has arrived. I can't.
Chaldean, what's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Molag Bal!
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad. All of Nirn shall be mine.
Chaldean! Protect the leaders, defeat Molag Bal's minions, and close the unstable roads.
I'll do what I can.
This is all they send.
thought we were safe here. Agreed. There's no... Yes. At the Iliad... After that terrible display... Honored leaders! You have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor!
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Hakruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanus.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Stendarr, protect us all! We're as ready as we should. Unfortunate, it's difficult.
Hello, what's this? Survived then, have you? Jolly rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Welcome back to Cold Harbor. What Brit? Dreadfully. Welcome back to... Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Cold Harbor.
Very few would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing. You may refer to me as the Groundskeeper, one of the few survivors. The city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled. It could be. Watch. Long ago, this city existed in Nern. It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name. Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers. But Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Cold Harbor to destroy her beloved city. The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within. As fortune would have it, the Ayleid king Lalorian Dainar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses.
She's so slow.
The Ayleid king single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Cold Harbor. Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Cold Harbor. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells. Even the Ayleid king was captured. Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nurn. They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts. Meridia foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes. I say that the day has finally arrived. This city shall serve. I am your advisor. We both wish to stop. You must gather those who were lost. King Dainar, you shall require more. As you seek out the mage and the king, I'm sure you shall meet others. Go west, beyond the Moonless Walk. There you shall find the Ayleid king. I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid king, but the choice is yours. If you wish to free... Originally, King Dainar is trapped within it. As you no doubt noticed, rumors only, I'm afraid.
Okay guys, we are going to be ending the stream here. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you Monday with the next part of the stream. Let me go quickly check if there's someone we can raid, though. So... if you want someone's dream to go sit in after this, I'm heading over to Woody 333's. I will see any of you that want to come with me there.